Is equal actually fair? Equal is the easiest way for the parents. हम सबके साथ न्याय करेंगे, हम विलेन नहीं बनेंगे, राइट? हमें कोई कंट्रोवर्सी नहीं चाहिए, तो हम क्या करेंगे? इक्वल. इक्वल इज सेल्डम फेयर. बहुत कम केसेस में इक्वल फेयर होता है. इफ आई आस्क यू, हाउ वुड यू लाइक टू डिवाइड योर वेल्थ आफ्टर यू? वुड यू लाइक टू गिव इट इक्वली टू योर चिल्ड्रन और अनइक्वली? So, whenever I start speaking on succession planning, estate planning, wealth transfer planning, what comes to your mind? Wills, right? Techniques, legalities. But over the years, what I've learned is, and maybe the hard way, that succession planning is 90% emotions, only 10% techniques. Right? Although we spend so much time learning those techniques, the laws, but in the end, what matters is how well you manage those emotions which you have. Right? So succession planning क्या है? ये यहाँ पे, it's actually emotions. When you do succession planning, what things should you keep in mind? You should keep in mind the relationships amongst your inheritors. Each of the person who is inheriting your wealth is a different person. They have different relationship between them. They have different strengths and weaknesses, right? And they have a different view about you also. They are related to you differently. If you don't build that into an estate plan or succession plan, the plan would not work, right? I generally hear from people many things. Okay, let me ask you a very simple question about, just to give you an idea how emotions are important. If I ask you, how would you like to divide your wealth after you? Would you like to give it equally to your children or unequally? So how many of you would say equally? Great. And this is what I get from most people. But my basic question to you is equal fair? Very simple question. Is equal actually fair? Equal is the easiest way for the parents. हम सबके साथ न्याय करेंगे, हम विलेन नहीं बनेंगे, राइट? हमें कोई कंट्रोवर्सी नहीं चाहिए, तो हम क्या करेंगे? इक्वल. इक्वल इज सेल्डम फेयर. बहुत कम केसेस में इक्वल फेयर होता है. आई विल गिव यू एग्जांपल्स वेयर इक्वल इज नॉट फेयर. You had two children, right? Maybe both sons, one son, one daughter, whatever the gender, doesn't matter. One went on to become a doctor. And to make this person a doctor, you spend 2 crore rupees on their education. Second one was smart like some people here. They became chartered accountants. Hardly 5 lakh rupees was spent on their education. After your death, you give it equally to both of them. Are you fair? Are you fair? But if you say I was fair, try explaining to the doctor's son, I am giving you 2 crore less because I spend more on your education. What would he say? मैंने भाई को तो नहीं रोका डॉक्टर बनने से. As parents, your job or your responsibility was to fund our education. My cost 2 crore rupees, his cost 5 lakh rupees. Why am I being penalized for it? But in your mind as parents, you think that I should give this person whom I spent less, because I budgeted for 2 crore rupees. I spent 1 crore 95 lakh less. I should give him more. Problem with the parents is, you have to be fair and appear to be fair. आपको न्याय संगत लगना भी चाहिए और होना भी चाहिए, और ये दोनों एक साथ करना, यही कमाल है, right? I'll give you another example. You have one child who is doing very well in life, है ना, doing very well financially, very strong. Other one is struggling. What would you do? Give more to the child who is struggling and less to the child who is doing well. But by doing so, you are punishing success and rewarding failure. जिस बच्चे ने पूरी जिंदगी आपकी सुनी, डिसिप्लिन से काम किया और आज सक्सेसफुल हो गया, उसको सजा मिल रही है. He is being punished. And person who did nothing for his life, right, most disobedient, indisciplined person, he is being rewarded by the parents. Are you fair? देखिए, मैं दोनों चीजें बिल्कुल उल्टा बोल रहा हूं. कई बार इक्वल भी अनफेयर होता है, कई बार अनइक्वल भी अनफेयर होता है. और यही कमाल है एस्टेट प्लानिंग का. इट इज हियर, अनलेस यू टॉक अबाउट इमोशंस, you get your emotions correct, estate planning cannot work. It doesn't work that way. This is a question I ask often to my clients. In your will, in your trust, are you passing your valuables or your values? What are you passing? Valuables or values? Your will or your trust is your last message to the world. Is it not your last message to the world? Whole life you said, I promote hard work, I promote discipline, and you are giving money to the person who is hardly working. Is it reflecting your value? Is this what you are, what you want people to know about you? That's the question you should ask. Right? I think peace of mind of the person who is giving wealth is very, very important in estate planning. Right? There is nothing called a perfect estate plan. अब मेरे से तो नहीं बना आज तक, अपना भी नहीं बना, किसी और का तो क्या बनेगा. There is nothing called perfect estate plan. And that's the reason I say will one, trust one, estate plan one is better than estate plan none. Don't go for that perfect plan. Nobody is able to make. And we as distributors, we understand there is so much imperfection in the markets, in the environment. How can I create a perfect thing? Right? I'll give you some more examples of emotions. Some more examples of emotions. I have clients who come to me and who say, I like my children, but I really love my grandchildren. नहीं, मूल से ज्यादा ब्याज प्यारा होता है. राइट? बट वॉट एवर you are giving to your grandchild in your will or trust, whom are you not giving it to? Your child. It is actually your child versus grandchild. आप सोचो, आपको लगता है ये नहीं हो सकता, ये मैं रोज देखता हूं होते हुए. फादर ने अपनी 30% वेल्थ ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन को दे दी और बेटा इस बात से नाराज है. तो फादर कहता है, भाई तेरे बेटे को जो दिया, प्रॉब्लम क्या है? वो बेटा कहता है, वो मेरा बेटा, मैं तो तुम्हारा हूं, मैं उसका ध्यान रखूंगा, आप मेरा रखो. आप प्रॉब्लम हो जाओ. और ग्रैंडफादर क्या कहता है? इफ आई डोंट टेक केयर ऑफ माई ग्रैंडसन और ग्रैंड डॉटर, दिस पर्सन इज कैपेबल ऑफ नथिंग. वो उसकी सोच है. और ये यहां पे लीगैलिटी कहां पे आई? इज इट लीगल? Is it legal? It's emotion. It's actually emotion. No? Then there's a saying in US, you don't know your children until they have divided your inheritance. अभी तो सब अच्छे लग रहे हैं, जब तुम्हारी वेल्थ बांटने को आएगी ना, तो पता चलेगा कौन कैसा था. No? No? I often hear this phrase from my clients. I have raised such good children that they will never ever fight over my assets. है ना, मैंने इतने काबिल बच्चे बड़े करे हैं, इतने अच्छा कैरेक्टर दिया है इनको कि ये मेरे पैसों पे तो लड़ाई कभी नहीं करेंगे. To such parents, I always ask one question. And the question is, when your children were kids and you bought them toys, did they fight over the toys you bought for them? And if your children could not share their toys while they were kids and you were alive, what makes you believe they'll be able to share your wealth after you are gone? And they have a life partner who is interested in this wealth. Please do not assume agreement amongst your children on your wealth distribution, wealth transfer. Create one before you die. It is the pious duty of every Indian to ensure that their wealth is not the reason of their children's relationships getting soured. Now, the biggest problem with fight among siblings is sibling relation gets destroyed, not because of the siblings. बच्चों की गलती नहीं है इसमें. I am sorry. It is the mistake of the parents. They did not do what they had to do during their lifetime because they became selfish. I'll give you one or two more examples. When it comes to estate planning, right? Start with small things, then go to big things. उनके पास पावर है, वो किसी भी चीज पे लड़ सकते हैं. आप सोचोगे भी नहीं उस चीज के पे लड़ते हैं. राइट, आई हैड अ क्लाइंट, उसका हमने बहुत अच्छे से एस्टेट प्लानिंग करी एंड इट वाज अराउंड मोर देन 100 crore rupees net worth, and that was divided very equally between the son and the daughter. In the end, what happened was, in their drawing room, there was a pendulum clock given by the grandfather. Right? The daughter said, mother had promised this to me. The son said, father has promised it to me. And they started fighting over it. And where did it end? The court. They discounted all the agreements. मैंने एक दिन उनको बुला के बोला, भाई एक घड़ी रख लो, एक पेंडुलम रख लो. They have the power. So start with small things, then go to big things. You have things of financial value in your house. Yes? But you have also things with emotional values. That grandfather's wristwatch, that grandmother's shawl, that black and white photograph album, right? That idol placed in your puja room, which is being passed for generations. Are they not valuable? And if it is a religious thing, more likely to fight. क्योंकि उनको लगता है जिसके पास होती है उसका तो काम भी बढ़िया चलता है. Right? Those things, those emotional things also have to be looked into it. So there are assets which are emotional also. Your mindset is emotional and assets which are emotional. Then there is another saying which is something like this: first one to mother's house wins the race. First one to mother's house wins the race. What does it mean? Mother passed away, two brothers went to her cremation, third one was smart. He first went to the mother's house. And he has just, all things have vanished by the time the brothers come back from the cremation. You have to protect things which are in your physical possession at the time of your passing away. They are susceptible to so much things, right? How do you do that? And those are things, those are decisions which you have to take, right? So what I am talking right now is not legalities. It is all about emotions. If you can master emotions in estate planning, your first steps towards legality starts. It does not start from understanding how a will is made, what should be the terms and conditions of will. No. It starts from getting right what do I want to achieve and what do I want to avoid. That's it from my side. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.